Hey guys, how are you doing today? It's PE Gilbert, your blogger, writing consultant, and the author to the fantasy novella, The Sultan's Daughter. And today we are going to discuss the latest updates with regards to Disney's new Pinocchio film. But before we go any further with today's video, hit that subscribe button. For much of the last half-decade or so, Disney has learned that nostalgia is akin to hard currency, and thus has set about remaking its animated films into live-action movies with overall considerable success. In 2015, the company remade Cinderella. It had a budget of $95 million, and the film made $543 million at the box office. Similarly, in 2017, the company remade Beauty and the Beast. That film's production budget was between $160 and $255 million, and it grossed $1.264 billion worldwide. And in 2019, Disney remade Aladdin and The Lion King, which grossed $1.05 billion and $1.657 billion respectively. If you are in despair about mankind's ability to spend money on a worse version of something we have already watched and enjoyed in our childhoods, I feel your pain. But as hinted at, not all these remakes have been commercial successes. Also in 2019, Disney released a live-action remake of Dumbo, but that film barely broke even, so Disney shoved it under the carpet and there has been little mention of it since. Similarly, in 2020, the company released a live-action remake of Mulan, but due to the pandemic, or rather the Dark Lord which shall not be mentioned, and Disney's bizarre decision to release the film to Disney+, its streaming platform, on the same day as it came out in cinemas, and at the additional cost of $30 for subscribers, Mulan made a loss. The film had a production budget of $200 million, and the film took in about $70 million at the box office. Under normal circumstances, that would be considered a flop, but 2020 contained anything but normal circumstances. Nevertheless, despite the losses for Dumbo and Mulan, Disney has chosen to focus on the profits it made for Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin and The Lion King, and press ahead with giving live-action remakes to its catalogue of animated films. In February, the company released the first trailer for Cruella, the villain from 101 Dalmatians. And on the 3rd of March, Disney announced new details for the upcoming Pinocchio remake, which is the topic of this video. The original animated Pinocchio film was released in 1940 and was loosely based on the 1883 book The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. No date has been set for the release of the new Pinocchio movie, but Variety reported that shooting for the film will begin this month, and the film will consist of a mix of live action and CGI. Moreover, Variety also reported that the new Pinocchio film will be directed by Robert Zemeckis, who recently directed The Witches, which was also a mix of live action and CGI, and starred Anne Hathaway. Zemeckis has a solid record as a director, and his previous films include Forrest Gump, Castaway and The Polar Express. All three of these films starred Tom Hanks, who will also, coincidentally, be in the new Pinocchio film. He will play Geppetto, a poor old woodcarver and Pinocchio's creator. Robert Downey Jr. had been linked to the role a year ago, but that clearly was either wishful thinking or fake news, or both. The titular character in the upcoming Pinocchio film, which is about a stringless, mischievous puppet who dreams of becoming a real boy, will be voiced by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. He was in the TV miniseries The Haunting of Bly Manor and the film Flora and Ulysses. Other actors who have a prominent role in the film include Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Cynthia Erivo. Joseph Gordon-Levitt previously starred in Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, and the recent The Trial of the Chicago 7. He will play Jiminy Cricket in the film, and we are told he is going to sing too. But it may not be the iconic When You Wish Upon a Star for reasons. Personally, I would have thought that an actor with a sterner voice would have fitted the role. Jiminy Cricket is meant to be Pinocchio's conscience, and in my opinion, a conscience should be the voice that reminds us to do the right thing, and that entails a disapproving, no-compromising tone or look, as that is usually what reminds us to do the right thing just as we are about to go down the wrong path. When I think of characters in films who act as the protagonist's de facto conscience, I think of Alfred Pennyworth from the Dark Knight trilogy, Mufasa from The Lion King, and Lord Eddard Stark from A Song of Ice and Fire. I am not saying that Michael Caine, James Earl Jones, or Sean Bean should play Jiminy Cricket, but maybe you get my point as to what kind of actor I would personally have liked to play Jiminy Cricket. That's just my opinion though, and I am sure that Joseph Gordon-Levitt will do a great job. As for Cynthia Erivo, she will also have a supporting but significant role in the new Pinocchio film, as she'll play the blue fairy godmother. Cynthia is a Tony Award winner for her role in The Colour of Purple, plus in 2020 she was nominated for 2 Oscars for her roles in Harriet, one as the eponymous Harriet Tubman, and the other for singing Stand Up. So maybe it will be her who will sing When You Wish Upon a Star. If she is to sing it, it would be a good choice in my opinion, as she is clearly talented. Finally, the other actors who have signed up for the film in semi-prominent roles are Keegan-Michael Key, Lorraine Bracco, and Luke Evans. Keegan-Michael Key won an Emmy for the show Key and Peele, plus has starred in Horrible Bosses 2 and voiced characters in the Lego Movie and Toy Story 4. He will be playing the ironically named Honest John in Pinocchio. It remains to be seen if his character will be an animated fox, but if Disney doesn't make Honest John a fox, then the subliminal message of the character will be lost, since you cannot trust a fox, despite the supposed honesty that his name implies. Lorraine Bracco previously starred in the TV show The Sopranos, as well as in the 1998 version of the film The Taking of Pelham 123. Lorraine will be giving voice to Sophia the Seagull, a new character. Nothing has been reported about who this character is or how she will influence Pinocchio. All we know is that she is a seagull and her name is Sophia. Luke Evans is arguably the most famous of these 3 actors, and he starred as the hero Bard in the Hobbit trilogy, played a shady character in The Girl on the Train, and has previous experience in a Disney live-action remake as he played Gaston in 2017's Beauty and the Beast. He was perfect for that role, as he bears considerable resemblance to Gaston. In Pinocchio, though, he will be playing the coachman, and this is where I am intrigued to see how faithful the new film will be to the original. In the 1940 film, the coachman is a fat man who lures underage boys to Pleasure Island. Yeah, you might be starting to appreciate an unsettling subliminal message or two here. Indeed, the coachman lures the underage boys on the false proviso that they can have fun and play all day, but really, he intends to abuse the children, both physically as labourers in the mines, and otherwise.
They never come back as boys!
There is a reason that I, and many others, consider Pinocchio to be Disney's darkest film, and one day I'll review the film and go into detail about why I believe it is so dark. What I am curious to see in the new Pinocchio film, though, is how far they will push the coachman's sick desire for underage boys. Something tells me that Luke Evans, who by all measures comes across as a good guy in real life, will not want to play a sadistic, abusive character, or at least will not want to reveal much of the coachman's worst tendencies for his own image. And perhaps Disney feels the same way too. The company, by all accounts, is risk-averse and family-friendly. Will it really want to tarnish its image by having a character who explicitly or implicitly has a sick desire for underage boys? Again, something tells me I don't think so. The coachman and what he does may be the worst element of the 1940 Pinocchio film, but that is not the only real-world issue that the film explored. The pros and cons of the showbiz industry, what it takes to redeem oneself, why it is important for boys to go to school, and why children should never trust strangers were all brought up in the movie, in one capacity or another. And again, it will be interesting to see which issues the new film will keep, which ones it will do away with, and what new issues it will bring up. One thing that will almost certainly be in the film, though, is the scene where Pinocchio's nose grows whenever he doesn't tell the truth. The scene has become iconic and a euphemism for lying. It will be fascinating to see how the new film tackles this scene, as in the original, it's not as clear-cut as popular culture would have us believe. Again though, I'll explain more about what I mean when I review the 1940 film. And that's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for watching/listening. I hope you have enjoyed this video and that it has brought you up to date with regards to the new Pinocchio film. Like, comment and hit that subscribe button and tell me, are you looking forward to watching a live-action remake of Pinocchio? Or would you rather Disney just left the character and the 1940 film alone? Moreover, my debut fantasy novella, The Sultan's Daughter, is out. The story may not be about a puppet without strings longing to be a real boy, but it is short, fast-paced and full of suspense. If that is the kind of book you enjoy reading, then check it out. I have left a link for the book in the description below. Otherwise, until next time, keep well. Once again, guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it and I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button and then you will be the first to receive more awesome content from my channel, and I hope to see you again soon.